ShotScope have sent me their brand new X5 golf watch to review. So we're gonna do an unboxing and a first look. Let's crack open this box right here. Try not to slice my fingers off on the camera. That'd be a bit embarrassing. Let's have a look at what we've got. Okay, so a nice welcome letter from ShotScope. And I think something key that they mentioned here, that the brand new X5 is not a replacement of the V3. It's just a more premium watch. So you can see here, that's something that I mentioned in my V3 review, in that it's a great watch in terms of the functionality and the options that it can provide you, but it doesn't necessarily look like a watch that I'd really want to wear off the course all that much. Oh, actually, there's two things in this box. I didn't even realise. Okay, so we've got a ShotScope L2 rangefinder as well. Thank you very much for ShotScope for sending that out to me. I'll be taking a look at that shortly. But this video today is all about the brand new X5. So it looks as though on the website, it actually comes in a few different colour options. You've got black, white, you've got a midnight blue, and a few combinations of those. Let's see what I've got today. Let's open this up. Okay, there we go. Straight out of the box, you get the watch at the top there. And initial, very first impressions is that this looks a lot more premium compared to the V3. So let's have a look here. You can see on this screen right here, you can see here that you've got the more circular design with this watch. Of course, that's just a sticker on the top, so we'll take that off in a second. In fact, let's just do it now. Cool, that's stuck on there, good. Always satisfying to do that. And here we go, let's have a look on this watch here. So you can see here that you've got a circular design, you've got ShotScope logo on the outside, and it looks like you've got some hole indicators 1 to 18 going around the outside of the bezel. And you've got some little imprints on the bezel there. You can probably just make them out, there we go. If I just hold these two side to side there, you can kind of see, certainly in terms of looks initially, they've done what they set out to do. They've made a more attractive looking golf watch that will certainly feel more comfortable wearing off as well as on the course. If I hold them two side by side there, you can probably see, yeah, they're probably about the same thickness of the strap, but they're definitely perhaps a slightly different material. So with the V3 watch, I noticed as soon as I started wearing it, you can still see it here, it's so kind of sticky, it collected all sorts of fluff and bits and pieces. The X5 is definitely a smoother feeling watch there. That's not going to collect the dirt like the V3 did. So props there. You've definitely improved on that strap. The X5 retails for £280 here in the UK and $300 in the US. So it's certainly going towards that more middle to premium end of the Golf GPS watch price range and the Golf GPS market. So it'll be really interesting to see how I get on with this on the course. Let's have a quick look inside the box as well. What else do you get? So you get a quick start guide if you need it. And then you are getting your 16 shot tags, club tags, that's what you should call them really. You're getting 16. So if you've not used a ShotScope unit before, if I open these up here, what you get is these tags that you screw into the end of your clubs. And you can see here that they're labeled depending on what clubs you've got. So gap wedge, pitching wedge, 9-iron, etc. On the other side, we've got driver, 4-iron, and so on. And you get, I think, 2 spares maybe? 1 spare there. No, 1 spare, sorry, but you get hybrid 1, hybrid 2, gap wedge, pitching wedge, putter. What you do is you link the tags to the watch, and then when you play your shot, you move the tag nearer to the watch so it registers what club it is that you're actually using, and then it will record how far and where that club went. So if you are in the market for a GPS watch that gives you a lot of data for every club in your bag, then ShotScope is definitely one to be considered. Now, the 16 club tags that the X5 comes with are their 2nd generation of the tag. So it looks like I'm gonna have to take the old ones out of my bag and actually put the new ones in. So ShotScope are saying here on their blurb that actually the 2nd generation will fit better to the top of the grips because they've got a slightly different shape, and they've improved the range of the tag, so hopefully you're not going to be missing any of your shots when you select your club and you hold it near your watch. So again, that's something I'm going to be really keen and focusing on in my review. So a couple of quick interesting points that I just read on the cheat sheet. So first of all, this is a ceramic bezel on the new X5, which is always a nice thing. So ceramic is hopefully going to be a little bit more scratch resistant compared to a metallic bezel. And they've also updated the buckle, so this is now a metallic buckle compared to the plastic one which you got on the V3. It's also a 1.2 inch colour touchscreen display on the new X5, and it has got a multi-function crown for use within navigation menus, which we see if we can take a look at in a second. Also in the box you are getting the charger, so if we just open this little unit up here, see, so you're not getting the wall plug, you're just getting a USB to this charging connection right here. And I've got to say, I've never seen any that looks like that before. That seems to be totally proprietary technology with that charger. And you can see it would just pop into the back of the watch there on that point. But here's a smooth surface on the back there, and on the side you've got two buttons. So this one here is definitely a rotating crown, because when I turn it, I'm getting a little vibrate as I turn it in the watch. And then you've got another button on the underside as well. You can see here that it's asking me to connect to the ShotScope app, so I'm just going to do that now. I've just realised that I've got to turn my phone off to connect to the app, which is currently recording. Okay, so it's been a little while since I've used the ShotScope app, so let's go connect device at the top. Okay, let's do the Bluetooth pairing. Firmware's up to date, which is always what we like to see. I like a 24-hour clock. I like my distances in yardages. And I wear it on, do you use right-handed golf clubs? Yes, I do. Are you a right-handed golfer? Need to be one in your left hand. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look here. So my local course is saying ready to sync. So let's just tap to sync, just see what that does. So on the watch now, you can see here, it's just saying updating course. Hopefully you can make that out on the watch. Okay, so that seems to be updated, and let's have a look here. So it's now telling me tags. Match each tag to the corresponding club, screw into the grip. Continue. My bag, finished setup, onboarding complete. ShotScope device should be ready to reboot. Right. Lovely. Okay, this isn't going to be a full review of this watch. This isn't going to be a review whatsoever, really. So if you are interested in seeing a full review, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because I'll be getting that out posted as soon as possible. But it's going to take me a little while because I've got to get enough rounds under my belt so I can feel comfortable sharing my honest thoughts on the watch. But if you are finding this video helpful, then make sure you press that like button. And of course, I've included any affiliate links to buy this watch down in the description below, along with any discounts that I've currently got for the ShotScope website. Now, if we take a closer look over here on this camera, so you can see here that it started me off with this 24-hour view, the numbers, the hours at the top and the minutes down the bottom, and it's got quite a quick turn off of that backlight. See, I just touched it there, and I think any second now, it's gonna go back off again. So you can see here from the home screen here, you've got your step counter, your date, and your time. If I scroll up, then it takes you to the menu, and I believe that the bottom button there is a bit of a back button. Yes, it is. And also to get to the menu, you can tap that top button as well. If I scroll across, then it gives you some information on your steps and your battery life, which is cool. It doesn't let me scroll any further. If I scroll back the other way, it just takes me back to that same menu. So let's go through the menu here, and I just want to take a quick look at the settings. So what you can do with this, by the way, it seems that you can use the touchscreen, which feels relatively responsive on first use, but you can also use the scrolling crown. Now that is a nice touch to have both options. Use whatever one you want. So if we're going to go settings, let's see, so you've got clock face. Let's change the clock face. Okay, I'm going to scroll through. Okay, scrolling doesn't do anything. Ah, there we go. So you swipe left and right. Let's have a look what options we've got here. More classic looking one, top one. Okay, more bold one, quite like that one to be honest. Okay, so those seem to be your options there. Let's go, oh, see, I've accidentally pressed the wrong button there. I'm trying to do this looking at a camera rather than wearing it on my wrist. Let me just go back to settings. Ah, that's interesting. Can you see that on the menu there? I'm trying to press the settings button, which is down the bottom, and it doesn't let you. So it looks like wherever you tap on the screen, that confirms what's highlighted. So if you want to go to settings, you have to scroll down to settings and then tap. You can see there, I'm on play golf. If I want to go settings, it doesn't let me go settings. Seems to me that the touchscreen just on first use does seem pretty sensitive. So something that I'm going to keep my eye on for the review and see how we get on. But as I said, you've got the option of using the touchscreen or the crown bezel as well, which is a nice touch. ShotScope are saying that you're going to get 2 rounds of golf out of the battery life on this watch. So again, something we'll definitely be testing in the full review. What you care about really with this watch is what it's going to look like when you're out on the course. So let's select play golf. Let's just say we're in GPS mode for now, because we're not doing, well, not sure what that selected. Might have done GPS and tag, might have done GPS. So it's looking for GPS, although it's not probably going to find it because I'm currently indoors and I'm not really near any golf clubs, but we'll have a quick look. While we're here, you know what, I'm just going to put it on my wrist. Let's see if it's got a gyroscope in it that turns the backlight on. Okay, making this look a lot more difficult than it really should be. How to put on a watch on camera. Come on, there we go. He says, okay. Now, this is a good test as well because I've got particularly skinny wrists. And you know what? There's still plenty of notches left to go on that. Well, I say plenty, sorry, 3 notches left to go. But there's not many people going to have skinnier wrists than mine, to be honest, certainly grown adults. That is going to be great. I should probably have that a little bit looser, actually. But if we have it on low there, turn it up, no gyroscope in this watch or anything like that. So it looks like it will, there you go, you have to touch it or touch a button to get it going. I've got to admit, initially, this does feel nice and comfortable on the wrist. As I mentioned, I've got pretty skinny little wrists, and I don't think this looks too big particularly. I think it's actually quite a nice size. I'll put some pictures up on the screen now. Taking a quick look at the blurb, we've got, let's have a look, front, middle and back, layup points, dog legs to each hole. You have a green view with the ability to move the pin by the looks of things. And you're getting what looks to be quite a nice full bright colour touchscreen display. So this is 1.2 inches the size of this screen. And I've got to say, on first impressions, ShotScope appear to have done a pretty good job with the improvements to this watch. I'd be far more comfortable wearing this off the course compared to the old V3, which looks a little bit square, a little bit clunky, if I'm being entirely honest. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button so you get notified when I post my full review of the brand new ShotScope X5, which will be coming very soon. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you smash that like button. And if you're interested, then why not check out my full review of the ShotScope V3.